Hi, everyone. Welcome to Your Disabled Joy. My name is Nico and I use he, him pronouns. For a visual description, I'm a white man with parted blonde hair, large blue and brown spectacles, and I'm wearing a button-up white, blue, and orange checkered dress shirt. I'm seated in front of two bookcases and a purple wall. And like about 25% of the US population, I'm disabled. Non-disabled people might see our lives and experiences as pitiful, tragic, sad, but I don't know, guys. I've been disabled a pretty long time now, and I think there's also room for disabled joy. Our disability community has as many members as it has opinions, which is why I've asked my friend Dennis here with me today to talk about disabled joy. Hi, Dennis. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, pleasure being here.
Dennis, can you share a joyful memory with me? It could have to do with your disability, or it could be totally separate. Either is valid.
I think a joyful memory was, I guess for most people, like having their late diagnosis of autism or ADHD is considered like something like to be ashamed upon, to be like, oh, I feel sorry for you. But then at the same time, it was all considered actually a lipo moment where I felt it was a moment where everything makes sense in my life. And I think that was the kind of the clarity aspect of that really kind of brought me a lot more, at least a lot more positive, like enjoyment after some grieving time, of course, but it's also like a lot of enjoyment where I kind of have better sense of understanding and able to kind of meet people who actually understand and I connect with and find community and support, which is something I was lacking and struggling for like all my 20s, like all my life now, like and hitting 30 now. But it's like kind of like yeah, it's been a process, but like I felt like it really gave me that sense of understanding and fulfillment that I was looking for.
That's fantastic. Everyone deserves that support, that level of knowledge, and that level of insight into themselves. I'm so glad that you got to find that community and you got those answers for yourself. That's fantastic. How has your disability impacted and interacted, I guess I'll say, with how you pursue joy or how you find happiness?
I think kind of like learn to accept myself. I kind of like learn to accept myself in that capacity of like learning how to like understand that it's part of me, part of who I am, and it's just an aspect of myself that that define who I am, as opposed to not necessarily how society has made it seem that way. That kind of caused me to kind of like kind of make me hate myself, but I don't hate myself. Like I think the quality, the quirks, and like the attributes of me is what I enjoy that considered disabled by society is what I really like about myself. You know, like there was like so much stigma around what it means to be disabled, what it means to like be ADHD or autism. Like, oh, you lack a sense of focus, you lack a sense of detail. But actually, but like at the same time, I really like have very passionate about many different things, and I love my curiosity for life.
Dennis, thank you so much. That was a really great answer. As someone who spends a lot of time in his own like curiosities, that answer really resonates with me. So Dennis, it sounds like you've had a lot of disabled experiences and you spent a long time in our community, which would make this next question kind of difficult, perhaps. If you could pick just one thing that you want the general public to know about disability or disabled quality of life, what would that one thing be? What would you say?
I think it's like the importance of like being able to shift your perspective from a survival mentality to a thriving one. Sure. And to kind of be able to surround yourself with people who understand you, can also can support you, and kind of be able to like help you navigate life better. I think for me, the best thing for me was like find community and support for myself, like in ways that I did not know of. And I think like there's so much because there's so much stigma growing up, and there's lack of understanding of what it means to be disabled. Like a lot of disabled folks like have a lot shorter life expectancy, But I think now more and more people are talking about their mental health. Now more people talk about disability. It kind of destigmatizes the process, allow others to kind of get the tools and support and resources they need to live the life a better life.
I do. Thank you so much, Dennis. These are wise words to keep in mind. My last planned question is one that I ask all my interviewees, regardless of project. Is there a recent win, Dennis, that you're celebrating and you want to mention so we can celebrate you alongside it? Or if not, what cool projects do you have in the pipeline? And if you're open to connecting with others, where can people find you online? This is your chance to really promote yourself, be your own cheerleader, hop up on that soapbox. So go ahead, Dennis, brag.
Well, currently I'm a DIA advocate speaker. So I have done speaking sort of different conferences and ERG groups. So if anyone out there is looking for a speaker, I'm happy to talk about neurodiversity and mental health challenges with intersectionality of the API community. In addition, I'm also like a peer support specialist for peers.net, which I'm certified peer supporter. So you check me out on there as well. And yeah, it's just, and I'm also part of doing marketing for Autism Society. So I'm kind of been part of the various community here and there as well.
That's remarkable, Dennis. Thank you for that work that you're doing. I love to see it. I'm wishing you all the best, and I can't wait to see what you do next. Audience, tune in next time, and remember, I'm rooting for you.